A senior White House official confirmed earlier today that Social Security payment adjustments are now officially locked in, and starting January 2nd, 2026, millions of Americans are seeing permanent changes to their monthly benefits. This confirmation comes directly from federal leadership, and it is not speculation, not rumor, and not a proposal. These changes are active right now. If you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or survivor benefits, what I'm about to explain could directly affect how much money lands in your bank account this month and every month going forward. This information has been verified, confirmed, and implemented. Yet millions of people still don't realize what has already happened or what they need to check right now. Some people are seeing higher deposits without understanding why. Others are missing increases they are fully entitled to. And some may unknowingly risk delays or errors simply because they haven't reviewed their updated information. That's why this moment matters so much. Across the country, people are opening their bank apps and noticing something different. For some, the increase is small but meaningful. For others, it's the first real financial relief they felt in years. These changes are not temporary. They are permanent adjustments that will shape your financial stability for the rest of your retirement. This is not a one-time bonus. It's a structural increase that compounds year after year. The Social Security Administration has officially activated the new cost of living adjustment as of January 2nd, 2026. This adjustment is based on real economic data, including the rising cost of groceries, utilities, housing, transportation, and healthcare. These are the everyday expenses that have been weighing heavily on seniors and people living on fixed incomes. This increase is meant to help close that gap, even if only partially. What's important to understand is that this adjustment becomes your new baseline. Every future cost of living increase builds on this number. That means what you receive now directly impacts how much you receive years from now. This is why checking your updated benefit amount is so critical. This increase applies to nearly all Social Security beneficiaries. If you receive retirement benefits, this applies to you. If you receive Social Security disability insurance, this applies to you. If you receive supplemental security income, this applies to you. If you receive survivor benefits as a spouse, child, or dependent, this applies to you as well. There are very few exceptions. However, even though the increase is automatic, the system is not perfect. Errors happen. Records don't always update correctly. Information can be outdated. And when that happens, people sometimes receive less than they should or experience delays they weren't expecting. That's why it's critical to verify your updated benefit information as soon as possible. If you have a My Social Security account, log in and review your updated benefit amount. It should already reflect the increase. If you do not have an account, this is the time to create one. It allows you to view your payment history, confirm upcoming deposits, and review official notices without waiting for mail. If you're not comfortable using the internet, you can also call Social Security directly or visit a local office. Yes, the wait times can be long, but protecting your income is worth the effort. Now let's talk about payment timing, because this is one of the most common sources of confusion. If you began receiving Social Security benefits before May of 1997, your payment arrives on the third day of each month. That means your January payment was issued on January 3rd. If you began receiving benefits after that date, your payment schedule depends on your birth date. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, Your payment arrives on the second Wednesday, which is January 8th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and 20th, your payment arrives on the third Wednesday, January 15th. If your birthday falls between the 21st and 31st, your payment arrives on the fourth Wednesday, January 22nd. This schedule applies to retirement, disability, and survivor benefits. SSI follows a different schedule. SSI payments normally go out on the first of each month. When the first falls on a weekend or holiday, the payment is sent on the last business day of the previous month. That's why some SSI recipients received their January payment at the end of December. This is not an extra payment. It's simply an early deposit. Now let's talk about something that causes a lot of anxiety for people. Many worry that an increase in Social Security will cause them to lose other benefits, such as Medicaid, SNAP, or housing assistance. In most cases, cost of living adjustments do not disqualify you from these programs because income thresholds are often adjusted alongside inflation. However, every situation is unique. If you are close to eligibility limits, it's wise to review your updated income and check with your local agency to avoid surprises. Another issue that comes up during this time is fraud. Scammers take advantage of benefit changes because people are expecting updates. You may receive phone calls, emails, or text messages claiming to be from Social Security. They may say your benefits are at risk or that you need to act immediately. These messages are scams. Social Security will never threaten you, demand payment, or ask for personal information over the phone or through text messages. If you receive anything suspicious, do not respond. Contact Social Security directly using their official number. Now let's talk about what this increase truly means for your life. This is not just about numbers. This is about stability. It's about being able to breathe a little easier. For many seniors, this increase means being able to afford prescriptions, groceries, utilities, or transportation without constant stress. It means fewer painful choices between essentials. This increase also compounds over time. That means if you live another 10, 15, or 20 years, this adjustment could amount to tens of thousands of dollars in additional income. That's real money. Money that can help you live with dignity and security. You work for this. You paid into the system through years of labor, taxes, and contributions. This is not charity. This is your earned benefit. Now, it's important to understand how this change interacts with other programs. For most people, Medicare coverage continues unchanged. Your Part B premium may still be deducted from your benefit, and while that amount can increase slightly from year to year, the cost of living adjustment is designed to offset it. In most cases, your net benefit still increases. If you receive supplemental security income, the increase may slightly affect your benefit amount, but the goal is to help offset rising costs. If you're close to income limits, you should review your situation carefully, but most people will still see a positive impact. For those receiving benefits as a survivor, these increases also apply. Survivor benefits are adjusted using the same cost of living calculation. If you recently lost a spouse or family member and are receiving survivor benefits, this increase can provide meaningful support during an already difficult time. It's also important to understand that these changes are not temporary. This is not a trial or a short-term relief program. This adjustment is permanent and becomes part of your benefit going forward. That's why reviewing your updated amount matters so much. Now let's talk about what you should do next. First, check your benefit amount. Second, verify your personal information. Third, save any notices you receive for your records. Fourth, follow up if something doesn't look right. Waiting can cause delays that are harder to fix later. If you feel overwhelmed, that's normal. Millions of people are navigating the same system. But knowledge is power. When you understand how your benefits work, you gain control over your financial future. As we move further into 2026, more updates will come. Policy discussions, funding adjustments, and economic changes will continue to shape the system. Staying informed is the best way to protect yourself. This is why staying connected matters. When updates happen, you want to know right away. You want clear explanations, not confusion. You want facts, not fear. You earned these benefits. You work for them, and you deserve to receive every dollar you're entitled to without stress or uncertainty. Take a moment today to review your account. Make sure everything is accurate. If something doesn't look right, take action. The sooner you do, the easier it is to fix. And remember, you are not alone in this. Millions of Americans are navigating the same process, and support is available. Stay informed, stay proactive, and take confidence in knowing that these changes are meant to support you. This is your money. This is your future, and staying informed is the key to protecting both.